All right, Shalom. This is GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you with another quick lesson. As always, we're going to give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Rakam, double honor to the elder apostles, the men of GMS, peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, all right, and to the sincere of the nation of Israel, man. And this lesson here is based on how you basically follow the Lord. All right, like this, going back to the scriptures, the scripture of Matthew 4 and 19, how the Lord said, "You follow me, and I should make you fishers of men." All right, because it's a process. It's a straight process in going about how you follow the Lord, man. All right, and following the Lord comes with because we've been, for some reason, our camp been on this thing about sacrificing, and you've been a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice yourself, your time, your energy, your patience. All right, ultimately, you. Okay, and that comes with a sacrifice of, you might have been a guy that was out here searching for fortune and fame. All right, you might have been a family type of guy. You might have been a guy that's all about your family, all about your loved ones, which goes into a lot of other things. You might have been a guy that's all about getting money. All right, cars, real estate. But when you hear the word, man, you got to give up all that somewhat. Not saying you're supposed to ultimately go broke or whatever like that, but you're supposed to learn to have a way to construct and have them both. Ultimately, the word more. All right, because the scripture tell you to keep in balance of the scripture. The scripture tell you that money is a defense. All right, you need money to survive as daily bread, but you don't have out here to have Fortune 500 billionaire type of dreams, man, because we know that's not going to happen over here. All right, we wouldn't set up over here. All right, we weren't set up over here as a people to come to try to prosper. All right, and ultimately we were set up over here for punishment, and then with a few good men, some men are set up to bring forth the preaching of the word, man. Okay, so start off with the Matthew 4. You might have to go up a little above a little bit to get the whole point. Like I said, you brothers have a precept or something to say, man. Just let me know.
Con. Where you want me to start from, 18 or 17?
Yeah, start at 18, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 18.
Start at 17. Shalaka. Start at 16. Start at 16.
This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 16. It says, "The people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up."
Right, because who those people were? Those people actually once us, man. All right? Those people were actually once, all right, men of the Lord that sat in darkness, but now we see that great light, all right, which is Yahweh Shai, ultimately down to the word. We see it, all right? We live in that light now, man. Okay? Go ahead, Art.
It says, "From that time," the 17, "Yahushua began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand."
Right. And we heard that, man. We repented, all right? And we understood that through this preaching, all right, and with the belief and the faith of this word, man, is coming the kingdom of heaven, man. All right? So keep going out.
"And Yahushua, walking by the sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers."
And this was Simon and Andrew's profession, man. This was their actual job. This is what they actually did to get money. All right, which many men out here that's in this word had different professions. All right, different things that they were doing, whether good or bad in the word. But once you're gonna see, once Yahweh Shai presented them, all right, this word to them, man, and got with him, it did something that was significant. All right, this is the same thing that we done. All right, go ahead.
It says, and he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.
Yeah, he says, follow me. All right, come and follow me, and I should make you fishers of men. Because these men were actually fishers of fish. All right, to get bread, but the common goal now in this word is to be fishers of men. All right, because these men are going to bring forth the kingdom of heaven as the elect. All right, let's see what they did. Go to the next verse.
It says, and they straightway left their nets and followed him.
Yeah, they dropped them, man. They dropped those nets. They dropped those fishing poles, man, and straightway followed the Lord. Same thing we was doing. We had brothers in here that had different contracts in the music industry, or could have had different contracts in the music industry, football, college, collegiate level. And once they heard the word, because some of us actually grew up in this thing, man, as teenagers or young men, all the way up to 30s and up, 40s and up, man. And these men, including the brothers you see on this thing, once we heard the word, we straight away left whatever we was doing to follow Yahweh Shem Shai, man, because this is greater. This is a greater thing. This is a greater work that we're doing. Okay, go ahead, out. What you got?
Just to add a quick point, you said those fishers are going to usher in the kingdom of heaven. When you look into prophecies in the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter, right before the Lord says, behold, I will send you fishers of men, it goes right into the new covenant and how we're going to be delivered out of Babylon the Great, that great destruction that's going to come, that's going to completely eclipse the ancient Passover. The very next scripture says, behold, I will send for fishers, man, many fishers. And that's what's going on right now, man. You got
right. It. And what was the casting of that net? Because back then, the men they had poles and they had nets that they fish with. All right, the fishing poles and the fishing nets today is the internet. All right, the different signs that brother used. All right, he may be using the Caesar Borgia, World War III, the FEMA camps, the chip sign. Those are the fishing poles and the fishing lines that the real the elect is gonna get their thoughts and minds pumping. Why would he put up a sign with, in their minds, is Jesus Christ with horns in his head? I'm gonna go over there and ask him. And straight away the Lord, he get him, man. Okay?
I got one to back you up.
I got you something too.
Okay. Yeah, brother, run it. I got it.
Okay. Me?
Select.
Nah, and when you go into that word follow, it means an urgent calling. And something that's urgent is swift. All right, meaning it catches you, all right, in right way, all right. When the Lord calls you, it's time to get to work. Because obviously you have already had time prior to this calling. This is a high calling, meaning it's a high office. So when the Lord call you out of darkness, it's time to get to work. And as you working, you're supposed to come to the circle of perfection. This Philippians 3:13, it says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forward unto those things which are before.
Which those things are behind are the things of the world, man.
Yep.
All right, the different fashions of this world that you was seeking. Now I went into earlier. You might have been a guy that was seeking a fortune. All right, to become super rich. All right, land, money. You might have been a guy that was seeking fame. That you wanted to be a famous actor, a famous comedian. You name it, a famous football player. All right, once you hit the word, you leave those things behind, man. You forget about it. All right. And like I said, it's once you get into the word, you need money. Going into that again, you need money, but you ask the Lord for daily bread, man. Because after a while in this thing, you don't want to be super rich, man. Because those things can distract you from the Heavenly Father. You don't want to be poor too, because you'll be jacked up. So you got to ask for that perfect balance in the middle of them both, man. All right. In order to follow Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And the Lord knows that. The Lord knows the needs that we need, man. All right.
I got a little more.
Okay.
It says, I press towards, this Philippians 3:14, the mark of the prize of the high calling of our power in the Mashiach Yahushua.
And this is a high calling, because why? Why this is a high calling? Because every single man on the planet Earth, every single Israelite on the planet Earth is not called for this. This is only an exclusive club, man.
I got
This
you.
is exclusive. I mean, super exclusive club, man. And in a certain way that you got to be chosen. The Most High has to choose you, man. And then even when you're chosen, it's still the ongoing test of, you know, what we're going to get into tonight about carrying your cross. You still got to continue to carry your cross. All right?
Hey, it's the same with any type of fishing. You don't take every fish that you catch. Some of them you just throw them back. They're just not worth.
Yeah, that's a problem. The Lord speaks of that too, man. Remember?
Okay.
The Lord speaks of that in the scripture, that every fish that you catch, some be cast back in, man, because they're not worthy, man. And then you liken that unto men. Some men that come in and, hey, look like an Israelite, sound like an Israelite, but later on you find out he's a catfish, man. Literally, he's a catfish. All right, he's a damn eel, man. He's not worthy of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Go ahead, Doc.
And that's also, remember when he said bid them to my feast that they may eat. When one came in, he saw one not wearing a garment. Basically he wasn't desired to be at the table.
Yeah.
You see, he didn't have on the right garment. Okay, but this is the word calling in that 14, which is heavy, because like he said, when you got an invitation, we got an invitation to the table, but on that table is a feast. It's a feast of food. You see? Meaning what? It's a lot to eat from. This is
Strong's G 2821. Klesis.
It says a call, an invitation to a feast. Remember, bid my guests, right? But this the point where the elder was saying of the divine invitation to embrace salvation of our power.
Yeah, everybody, you know this, man. You brothers and sisters, and you sisters and sincere brothers out there know from our past life, when you get an invitation, everybody's not invited to that party, man. All right. Sometimes at the party they have a guy at the door. Where's your invitation? Okay, yeah, you on the list. Go ahead in. You know what I'm saying? Look like you must got some heat, man.
Yeah, I got some heat. In that same calling, I'm going straight to the point, because it said call, give a name to. It says to receive the name of.
Yeah, and everybody don't have. Oh man, that's heavy, man.
In the root, I ain't finished though. That was the main point though. That's the game killer, right? It says to receive the name of, receive as a name, meaning to come in the name of our power. It says to give some name, give some name to one, to call his name, to call upon his name.
That's a whole
it says to be called, bear a name, a title amongst men. So when you do get a gift, when you get called to the invitation, you bring your gift to the table, which what? To make you sit amongst men, to get a name amongst other men. Through the gift that the Lord bestowed. You got it, Elder.
Which is your sacrifice, which is your cross, man. Which you gonna go into?
Your cross.
You know?
To salute one by name.
Yeah. And the name of the Lord was given to his men. All right, that's why you got guys out there preaching about, so-called preaching about that the name doesn't matter. The name is the actual part of the invitation, man.
Yeah.
All right. The following Yahweh Shai, man.
It just said it.
And not everybody.
It just said it. Yeah. That's calling. It says to receive the name of the Lord.
Hey, give me the other one where it's talking about how the heathen doesn't know the name of the Lord, man. They can't utter that name. Because that name is important, and the following, because you don't follow a person that you don't know their name, man. All right, all that is presented to you when the invitation comes into following him. You find it out. That's the first thing you find out, man. Well, who am I following? All right, you don't just nobody follows somebody blindly, man. Which we can see people do, But you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. You got it. I have it too.
Okay. This is the book of Malachi. Yeah, I got it. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 14. But cursed be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord a corrupt thing. There's that sacrifice again. You got to sacrifice clean things. For I am a great king, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen.
Yeah, man. But unto those who he loved, he give them the name. It's not dreadful, man. It actually it's a blessing. It's another scripture. Let me see if I can get it.
Got one real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
It's the book of Sirach. I'll just paraphrase it. It says, the elect shall praise his holy name, man. That's who's gonna praise his name, the elect. Not everybody, not the heathen, not the 2/3, not these people saying that the name doesn't matter, which, like you said, that's a whole nother lesson. That definition was heavy.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
This is Sirach 17:10. And the elect shall praise his holy name.
Yeah. Give me Matthew. Come to my mind. Matthew 11:39. Well, go up to 20.
You want me to get it all? You got it, bro.
Go up to 27. Well, shit.
Okay.
Well, shit. Go up to 25 and come down, because this is the invitation unto coming into the Lord, man. Basically. All right. This is the invitation that we are speaking of, and the following the Lord, man. All this go together. Go ahead, Al.
You said Matthew 11?
11 and 25, and read down.
The same Matthew 11:25. At that time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and has revealed them unto babes.
Right. Who are the wise and prudent? All right. The Magi's, the different people, the high elites of this world, man. Those are the even amongst our own people. Those are the ones that the Lord basically hid these things from, man. But he gave them unto babes. We are the babes, all right? The precious elect, all right? The 1/3, we are the babes that it's talking about. Go ahead.
That goes into those theologians, these Freemasons, all of these top scholars, so-called. That's the wise in this world. But the Lord said the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. But this is verse 26. It says, even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him.
What it says? The next thing?
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
Say it again. Start it over again.
Come unto me, all ye that labor.
Come unto me, meaning follow me, man. All right. Go ahead.
All ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
That are heavy laden, man. That are dealing with heavy thoughts. Your mind is pressing you, man. All right. Your body, aches of your body, pain, sickness. All right. Those are the people the Lord talking about. Follow me, man. Because he tell you also in the scripture that he coming for the main, the halt, and the blind, man. Those that are beat down, tore down, man, in the spirit or physically, man. Or bring it out real fast if you got it.
There's Luke 14:12. It says, then he said also to him that bade me, when thou makest a dinner or a supper, call not thy friends nor thy brethren, neither thy kinsmen nor thy rich neighbor, lest they also bid thee again, and recompense be made thee. But when thou makest a feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, and the blind.
Right. Which are all us. Which going into what this brother Kayaba said earlier about the feast, man. Those are the ones who the Lord's ushering and inviting into the following him, man. All right, into the coming of our kingdom, man.
No.
The Lord is not looking for the super rich, which the scripture tell you that is what do you say? Roughly paraphrasing.
Secret disciple.
No, he said about it's a small thing for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, which is possible for a rich man to enter the kingdom, but he has to one that is rich has to know that he has to give a portion of what he has to the followers of Yahushua, and ultimately to follow after him too, man.
Yeah.
All right. He had to be willing to give those things up, the lightnings of the world. All right. Those things had to stop, which we all was once had to do that, man. Star football players, star producers, You got them all in this thing, man. The Lord has literally went to every fashion of life, suburbs, the ghetto, the slums. All right, the high up in this life, the ones that been to college and got degrees. The Lord has pulled men from all different walks of life, man. And those men had to make the conscious decision into leaving that shit behind too, man. Okay.
Real quick to back that up.
Football players, everything.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. You got it.
This the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 23. By faith, Moses, I'm going to start at 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
Hold that one on deck too, Akka. We're gonna have to come back to that one. That one heavy because that's all into. We're gonna get into it, man. Carrying your cross, man. That's
all right, say that. Yeah, we're gonna get back to this. Let me finish Matthew 11. This verse 29. It says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light."
Yeah, he said, "For my yoke is easy." It's true that ultimately, when you learn to follow Yahweh Shai, all right, with all faith in this word and in Him, you learn that this word is easy, man. It's an easy thing to fellowship with the Akim, put up videos, and ultimately go do the works on Saturdays or Fridays, whenever you do it, man. It's an easy thing. It's a repetition. It ain't burdensome, man. You got some guys that come out with the wars me spirit, like, oh Lord, and hold on deck too, man. While we bring that out, Luke 14 and 18, go up to about 16, and come on down to 18.
I got you something too. I got that Luke.
Okay, and then somebody precept that Luke with Mark 10 and 21.
You want me to bring the precept? I want to read that Luke first.
Go up to like 19 or whatever. Go ahead, Kaya, what you got?
You want me to read the Luke or the precept that I had going on with
Go get the precept you had and then get the Luke.
All right, come, because you say going out on Saturdays, and it's something you mentioned about us coming full circle with serving the Lord.
Yeah, it's an easy thing, man.
It's an easy thing. Yeah, it's
an easy thing, man. It is not burdensome, man. This yoke, read that again, Mawad. Read 29 and 30 again.
John, this St. Matthew chapter 11, verse 29. "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls." Yeah,
and when you find out this word, man, in the proper orders of finding out Yahweh Shah, you come to learn that this actually it's like a meal what the brothers went into. You are full, man. When you out in the fashions of life, you're not full. You get Christianity, whatever you in, you still be empty. You still feel empty and hungry, man. But when you hear this word, this blessed word, you find out that, hey, man, you feel full, all right, and your soul is at rest, man. All right, and you have other men that has a like mind with you that you can converse with, man, day in and day out. Okay, go to the next one, man.
That's why Yahweh say, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Our souls are free now, man. We're not tied down to this world at all. The things that plague these people, it's not even an issue for us, man. This is verse 30. "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light."
If my yoke is easy, this truth is easy, man. He said my burdens are light. All right, and the burdens are not easy. You might have small things that happen. Some guys blow them up to big things. But I'm gonna say this: I come to find out over the years, and it's true. A lot of guys do self. What's the word? A lot of the things that Jake go through is not even of the Lord. It's self-inflicted. Jake tear their own ass up, man, by out here doing stupid shit. It's, man, the Lord punished me. No, that's you punishing yourself, man. Doing dumb shit, man. Lying, all right? Living a double life. Doing things, that's nothing, that's a choice that you made. The Lord ain't make you, because the Lord tell you in the scriptures that don't never say that I made you to err, man. Because the way that a man err or go off is through the lust of the flesh, man. All right, you want to lust and do your own thing. You don't follow the Lord that way, man. You have to ultimately, man, give up the fashions of life, man. All right, the mindset of the world, man. The Jake come around or come around the camp or come to the camp or get in the camp with a niggerish attitude, man. Grudging. All right, you having a grudge against your brother. You self-centered. All right. You don't want to be told anything. Unrebukable. Don't want to be under men. And the list goes on and on and on, man. You're still in the world, man, with that mindset. But let's keep going. Get that loop.
I think he finished. I ain't never bring the precept out, y'all.
Oh, go.
Yeah,
You finished?
Yeah.
He finished what I just read. He finished.
Shoot, yeah, but shit. But
Yeah,
just
spirit going, man.
Right, yeah. It just to back up, it said in Sirach 15, it says, "Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away," or that the Lord caused me to err off, man. You see? Because it's required of us in this truth to be complete, man, to walk complete, and serve the Lord. Right. That's why he said, "Be easy." That burden start to be light, because it tell you in Proverbs 27:7 that to the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. So those burdens start to become what? Like, man, they become like they're nonchalant to you, man, in a way. They be a piece of cake. Like, yeah, brother be like, damn, man, I didn't even know you was dealing with that. Because it's the cross is heavier than your burdens, man. That's why we carry the cross. You see? But this is Psalms 102:2. It says, "I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. Oh, when wilt thou come unto me?
Yeah,
I will walk within my house with a perfect heart." Salaki.
Real quick, because the Lord asks us, "Be ye perfect," man.
Yes.
How do you be perfect? You be perfect within the Lord and within the confines of the law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's how we are made perfect. All right, with the understanding of the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Lord. All right, and knowing how to move, knowing how to act. All right, well, it all boils down to, because you start to take on the image of Yahweh Shem Shai and how he was moving, man, moving wisely. All right, knowing when to converse and conduct, man. Go ahead.
It says, "I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. Oh, when wilt thou come unto me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart."
Yeah,
I will set.
And what's the house? What is your house? Actually, the church that you're in, man. All right, the men that's in your camp. All right, that's how you gonna walk high. It said,
"I will walk within my house with a perfect heart."
With a perfect heart, you're not gonna lie to brothers. You're not gonna steal. You're not gonna covet. All right. Basically, ultimately, you're gonna keep the law, statutes, commandments, even with the brothers, man. You're gonna walk perfect. All right. Your mindset is gonna be. You're not gonna be weighed down and weary with the entanglement of the world, man. You're not gonna bring that mindset to the camp, man. All right. You actually, because it's a new man supposed to be what's the word? A new man supposed to be created, man. Okay, you're not dealing in the mindset of the old man. Go ahead.
"I will set no thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hate the work of them that turn aside, man. And that's how we are, man. We hate them that turn aside, that went back in the world. All right. Ones that reject Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And that's why he said what at the end?
"It shall not cleave to me."
Yeah, it should not cleave to me.
No.
Because your ultimate goal is to stick with this word unto the end, man. Endure unto the end. And hopes enduring unto the end, man. All right? Because the scriptures, I got the scripture that goes into about counting the cost, man.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be that guy that been in the truth 5 years, 6 years, 10, 12, 13, 20, however many years, and you're not able to finish. You're gonna become a mocking. You should become a mocking stock, man. All right? Because when you go into that, when you ultimately go into that parable, Yahweh Shai begins it by saying a tower. One that building a tower or something like that. That tower is us, man. We're building ourselves up as new men, day by day, man. But we're gonna get to it though. Ultimately, we're gonna get to it.
Last one. I'm gonna jump to that loop. There's 7. Psalm 102:7. 6. Mine eyes shall be upon the faithful of the land, that they may dwell with me. He that walketh in a perfect way, he shall serve me.
Yeah. He that walketh in the perfect way, he shall serve me.
Yep.
Okay, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Doing what you're supposed to do, man. All right. Letting your works follow, man. Your faith and your works follow, that you may become perfect, man, in the Lord. All right. Give me that, Luke.
Luke 14, which you want me to start at? I think you
Okay.
say go up. You initially say start at like 16 or something like that. Then you want to go up some more?
I said Luke 14 and let me see.
You initially
14.
told me 16, I believe.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, start about 16.
This Luke chapter 14, verse 16. It says, Then said he unto me, a certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time, to say to them that were bidden, Come, for all things are now ready.
Yeah, come.
And
Now all things are ready. Go ahead.
And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it.
Yeah,
I pray thee have an excuse.
And over time, throughout the process of years, we didn't heard all these excuses from men. Why they can't do the works, man. All right. Because it says that certain man should have a shot, man, ultimately. All right. Which trickle down, we out there on the highways and byways to bid those to the marriage, man. But some make excuses. And some of them be the same excuses. I got a woman, I got children, I got a babysit. Okay. I got this new car that can't go on the highways. Your car can go on the highways, and my car can't go on the highways. Jake told us that, man. I'm building the house. I gotta work on Saturdays. The list goes on and on, man. So these are the excuses. Go ahead, up.
It says, and another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excuse.
Keep going.
And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So that servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, Go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring hither the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind.
Right. You know what? Go out there and get those who of a heavy heart, man, that are blind, and poor, man. Go give me them, because ultimately, man, what would happen if the Lord was to ask the Floyd Mayweathers, the hip hop stars of the world to follow him? They're gonna give excuse, man. They're not gonna give up those riches, all right? That lifestyle, all right? And like I said, and if some of them do, it takes a strong man, a strong type of person that is rich to give up those things, man. That's why the Lord tell you, going back to that actual parable, all right, that the Lord was saying, he said it'll be hard for a rich man to go through a rich man. He was comparing a rich man to a camel going through the eye of a needle. Now, most of those towns, all right, in those different villages that were set up in the time of old, they would take a camel that had sacks on his side, and they would actually try to bring him through a doorway, a gateway of the village that was shaped like a dome shape. Well, it look like a needle. If you took a needle and looked at it from the side where the hole goes through, it looked like that. And it would be hard for a camel to get through that, man. The camel had to get down and squat, slide, and go through, man, which is a tough thing for a camel to do. So the Lord comparing it to an actual rich man. Not saying that a rich man can't get the word, because the Lord had a secret disciple. He had a rich man that followed him. All right. Matthew. You might well say Matthew had bread, man. Matthew was higher up in the Roman Empire. All right, but he straightway followed the Lord, though, man. Okay, let me see something. Hey, the brother that asking the question. Well, I tell him, ask him where he at and everything like that, bro, so we can keep going. I'm gonna deal with them in a little bit. Yeah, keep going. Let me see. Give me that Mark 10 and 21 because it kept happening, man. The excuses, all right, of those men, different men, it kept happening. Which the Lord ain't dealing with excuses today, man. This the information age, all right. You have no excuse. You have men out here that have health conditions. You have men actually in the word, blind. You have men that actually are deaf, so on and so forth. So on and so forth. You have no excuse, man. Go ahead, give me that Mark 10 and 21.
You want to start up a little bit?
Yeah, start up some too. Let's see.
We'll start 17.
Yeah, about 17.
Okay. This is St. Mark chapter 10, verse 17. And when he was gone forth into the way, there came one running and kneeled to him and asked him, Good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life?
Right. And one will probably ask us, how do I get saved? How do I make it to the kingdom of heaven? All right. How do I different various answers, man. All right, which we've been asked stuff like that before, man. Okay, but go ahead.
And Yahushua said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High.
Go ahead.
Thou knowest the commandments: do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, defraud not, honor thy father and mother.
Which he was basically ultimately giving him the commandments of the Lord, man. Yeah. This is how you receive eternal life. This is how you, this is how you go about following me, man. Go ahead.
And he answered and said unto him, Master, all these things have I observed from my youth.
Yeah, so he was telling them, well, look, Yahushua, these things that you're saying, I observed them from my youth, from a child on up to whatever age that he was, man. Whatever form of age as a man that he was, he's telling them, I've been doing those things that you're telling me from my youth up. Go ahead.
Then Yahushua, beholding him, loved him, and said unto him, One thing thou lackest, go thy way, sell whatsoever thou hast, and give.
About to get him. Yahushua about to get him. Yahushua about to get him. Let's see what's gonna happen, man.
One thing thou lackest, go thy way, sell whatsoever thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come, take up the cross and follow me.
Which we've been preaching all night, man. Which we've been saying all night, and different ways of following the Lord, man. Let's see if this guy does it. Go ahead.
God. And he was sad at that saying, and went away grieved, for he had great possessions.
He was sad, man. Like, damn, I gotta give up that palace, them 17 yokes of oxen I got, those women, those things. Like, oh man, I can't do that, man. Keep going, I got some more.
God. And Yahushua looked round about and said unto his disciples, How hardly shall they that have riches enter into the kingdom of the Most High? And the disciples,
how hardly, man.
Yeah.
How hardly. Not saying it can't happen, but it's gonna be a tough thing, man. Go ahead.
And the disciples were astonished at his words. But Yahushua answereth again and saith unto them, Children, how hard is it for them that trust in riches to enter into the kingdom of the Most High? It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Which, like I said earlier, he's comparing a camel to going to the eye of a needle, meaning the dome-like shape of a village or entrance to a town. He's comparing it to this, which back then was kind of hard. You had camels that had sacks of different wool and whatever you might have on those camels, man. It would be hard because you got to maneuver the camel to get in there. You got to make them squat down and move them, turn them this way, huh?
Victuals, like food.
Yeah, food all over the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
corn.
the Lord
Green.
went back to say, hey, it's easier for a camel to get through eye of a needle than an actual rich man, because he's not gonna want to give up those riches, man. It's gonna be hard for that guy to do that, man. The following how about you on a shot, man. We seen it. Hey, one example is that guy, Nick Cannon, man. Nick Cannon came with the how about you? You know, he didn't say how about you on a shot, but he came with the Israelite thing. He came with the, trying to be masculine and speak with force, and then what happened with them gutter rats, man? They went to talk about taking away all that he had, and Jake bowed down, man.
Yeah.
My cousin
He
Jewish.
walked away sad. He walked away sad, like, man, I was about to, and then he ain't begin to finish. I got you one quick one to go with what you're saying. It's quick.
Go ahead,
This Proverbs 15 and 16. It says, better is little with the fear of the Lord Yahweh than great treasures and trouble therewith.
Yeah, because my man Biggie Small said it best, man. More money, more problems, man. Especially when you get to speaking out of turn amongst that community of wickedness in this world, man. The industry, you get to speaking out of terms. Hey, I'm gonna say, where's Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar said that shit. Where is that guy, man?
Still getting checks.
Where is that guy, man? Give me Matthew 19, start at 16 and read down.
If I can bring out one real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, and extol it to the clouds. So when you rich, the elites are looking at you like, look, this guy's going to be an influence to his people. Jay-Z can't preach the word of the Lord, man. That's the Lord's dealing with. His prophet's always going to be low because Israel is going to reject people that look like them that are from neighborhoods that they're from. It tells you in the scriptures, man. So if you're rich, you got to be a secret disciple or just not even deal with the truth at all. You can't put your hand to the plow and then love the world at the same time. You got it out.
Because it's a manipulation thing. They basically, let's give them some type of influence, somebody that comes from their walk, their way of life, is give them somebody to influence them so they can believe in what we're doing. Because if we have those same influences, the ones that are actually educated and truly a conscience in Yahweh Shem Shai, if you have those that still sit amongst them in the community, they're gonna start to believe. So they take those different people and put them in their realm of Hollywood, and they get those people money, cars, and clothes and everything like that. Once a person comes from the hood, they don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? You hear that from that guy Master P. I'm not going back to the fucking projects, man. And Jake mean that shit, bro. You offer these different celebrities truly the Lord of the Bible, man, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They're not going to leave those riches alone to follow him. So that's why the Lord ultimately went and said what he said about coming to a whole different dynamic of men. All right, because ultimately to be a man of the Lord, which is just walk is easy, but you got to be from a different cloth, man. All right. And that, like I told the brother, that when you start to understand the walk of a man of the Lord, you start to understand that cloth that we are from, all right, it's permanently sold out, man. Lord ain't dealing with every man, you know what I'm saying? In this world or in this thing of ours, man. Your walk, your mind, everything has to be different, all right? You really got to change your anastrophe, meaning your behavior, into following the Lord, man. This ain't no this fly by night. You hope to play with the Lord and get a microwave blessing. Lord ain't playing that game, man. You know, give me you buy that Matthew 19 up because we're gonna get it. Ultimately, gonna get into the cross and everything in a little bit. Go ahead, Al.
Matthew 19 and what you say 16?
16.
It says, and behold, one came and said unto him, good master, what good things shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Well, it's kind of like the same thing. My bad. It's kind of like the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's in a different book.
Let me finish this Hebrews 11 real quick.
I got a precept.
Yeah, go ahead, Al.
You got it, Al.
You go ahead, Amwar. Go ahead, Al.
Give me Luke 14, Kaya. Luke 14 and 26.
I think we read that one. So it might be the same one.
I'm gonna go back to it because I want to get
go
into
back to the cross.
Yeah,
back to the cross. All right, go ahead. I'm what?
This Hebrews 11, and I'm gonna just get straight to the point. 25. It says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of a Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, which we're in spiritual Egypt right now. So it says Moses chose the reproach of a Mashiach. That was back in the so-called Old Testament, the law and the prophets. So we got to do the same thing our forefather Moses did.
Which was suffering. Because at that time, he saw his people suffering. But he rather picked the suffering over the rejoicing, man.
Right.
You see?
Which that same thing, read it again. It's a comparison going on here. Go ahead.
Esteeming the reproach of a Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt.
Right, because what happened when Satan went on the mountaintop after the Lord was fasting? What did he offer him?
The kingdoms.
The world. But ultimately, Yahweh Shah knew that these kingdoms are going down. They're only going to be here but for a moment, man. Why give up everything now for something temporal when I got a forever and forever, even forever kingdom coming, man? That's the mindset you got to have. Ultimately, when you give up these things of the world, man.
It's going to say that next.
Go ahead,
It says, esteeming the reproach of a Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible.
Ooh, heavy.
The world that you can't see, the things that you can't see, which Hebrews 11 goes into how it's impossible to please the Heavenly Father without, serving a power that you can't see, man. Without faith, it's impossible to please him. So you have to have faith to serve the Lord and carry your cross. You got it up.
That respect of the recompense. He had respect unto that, man.
Yeah.
You see? Because it's we playing a long game here. But really it's not even a long game, because when you look at the world, we right on the cusp of it. You see? So it's not even a long game no more, man. It was before the Lord had the prophecies popping off the way that, and he was always working. All right. It's just that we always want everything before we supposed to have it. So we're those anxious. You could tell the Israelites, because we anxious, man. All right. We know they're not in the ancient time. The disciples asked Yahweh Shah, all right, well, now you come to restore the kingdom of heaven. Like we always wanted it before it was actually time for it. And if we get it before it's time, we're going to squander it, man. You see? So the Lord know how to give us a gift in its perfect season. But this Philippians 4:11, it says, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
Yeah, you got to be content with it, man.
Yup.
Knowing with the fact of the matter, hey, I'm not going to be rich, man. I'm content with not being rich. Sometimes you got to be content with, look, it's just probably not my thing right now to have a woman, man. All right? It's not my thing right now. The Lord don't want me with a job right now. It's something that's going on spiritually. The Lord want me to have a main focus on the ministry.
On something else, yeah. It
happens like that sometimes, man. All right? And you got to accept the fact of that. You can't sit up there and fight and war against, all right? That's something that the Lord has planned for you, or something that's going on, man. All right? Because this is all a part of that. We're going to get into it. The brother got holding the scripture. It's all a part of that cross, man. And part of that cross comes with affliction and persecution and everything else. All right? Losing. You're going to lose. You might lose your woman, man. You might lose your kids. All right? You might ultimately lose your life. All right? But better is he that lost his life for a better cause than this world, man. That's how you got to look at it. Okay? But go ahead to the 14. I'm a wide. Give me there's three of them I want you to hold. The first one is 1 Corinthians 1:18, and read down to 21. And I'm gonna give you the next two in a minute. The head buster is in Colossians. what is the cross when the brother reads it? Go ahead,
Right. If I could add one more, it says godliness with contentment is great gain. Basically, being content with where you at. And I'm gonna get this word contentment real quick.
Strong's G 841. Austatkaya. Austarkaya.
Stakana. It says a perfect condition of life in which no aid or support is needed. Sufficiency of the necessities of life.
Yeah.
A mind contented with its lot. Contentment. Content with your lot, man. Like the brother just said, if some things is not given to us for the better to build us up, man. All right, not the because if we get it, it'll break us down. The Lord know our spirits in a perfect way. We don't even know our spirits more than the Lord know our spirit. He know our spirit, our want, our luck, you know, the things we crave for, what we desire. He know it better than us. That's why he know what's needful for it. That's why I say a mind contended with his lot, contentment, sufficiency. It says contentment. Let me see the root. All right. It says independent of external circumstances. Sufficient for oneself, strong enough or possessing enough. Oh, it says strong enough or possessing enough to need no aid or support. There you go, all right? You see? Yep.
That's heavy.
What one's mean through the slenderest. Yep. That's it, all right? You know, possessing enough would not need aid or support, meaning having enough. Because the Lord said, be there with content with food and raiment. So you really got enough. We got house, we got more than food and raiment. Some brothers got houses, cars, you know, clothes. Like, come on, bro. Brothers got things like and still able to you know, be in this ministry, man. So the Lord
maintain, man.
Yep.
Ultimately maintain. Because the Lord, you best believe the Lord is not gonna have a man of the Lord out on the streets, living under the bridge, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ministry, the churches ain't gonna have a man of the Lord like that. All right. So how much more the Lord? Go ahead.
Salakia. I always say, the Lord gave us the video game and our cell phone and put us in a punishment and locked us in a room. But he gave us the TV and the video game, man. Hey, meaning even go ahead, you guys.
Hey, that's like we made a video. All you brothers on the video when it first kicked off. I think the concept came from this brother. I'm a while. Shit, the Lord made us. We've been quarantining from the world, man.
For real.
We've been quarantining from the world, man. All right, we've been following the Lord. All right, give me that Luke.
Right, this Luke chapter 14, verse 26. It says, "If any man come to me and hate not his mother, Salaki, his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple."
Right, and I always go into that word hate because that word hate doesn't mean to actually cuss your mom. You're having a pure hatred for your loved ones. It just that word hate that goes into to love less. You have to love them less than the Lord, than the ministry. All right. When it comes to the works of Yahweh Shem Shai and the dealings of this ministry, you have to put those people second and the Lord first. All right. That's all the word hate that means, to love less than. All right. Keep going out.
It says 27, "And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple."
Right. And let me tell you this, that cross ultimately symbolizes preaching, being afflicted. All right. Walking in the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. You have to bear your cross, man. You have to. And whatever your cross might be different than my cross. My cross might be suffering now. All right. Losing jobs, losing loved ones, becoming the black sheep of your family. That's a part of it. Being looked down upon. You might have been a star football player of your damn town. Now you out there on the highways and byways with a garment, preaching the downfall of this kingdom and looked down upon. That boy was supposed to go to the University of LSU and become great in the NFL. Look at him now. You got to deal with that, man. You got to swallow that down. That's a part of your cross. Some brothers' cross actually deal with the time of Jacob's trouble. You might not be going through a damn thing right now, man. But the Lord has it. Your part of your cross gonna come with the dealings of Jacob's trouble, man. Seeing things, being shackled up, brought to a FEMA camp. That may be your part of your cross. You got to deal with it though, man. Everybody's cross ain't the same. Everybody walk ain't the same, man. Some men can handle women, some men can't. Some men can handle money. All right, having a nice car, a plethora of houses, you name it. And some men, if you put those same men in that same position, they'll self-destruct. You know, and we didn't seen it, man.
Yeah.
You know, Jake want to come in the word and be Kevin Samuels of the word and razzle dazzle these broads, man. And next thing you know, he's gone, man. It can't happen. You can't serve the two, man. You know, you don't gotta serve. You gotta serve one master, man. Hold that on deck. Give me Amawad that 1 Corinthians 1:18.
This 1 Corinthians 1:8. It's the spirit, brother. Posted it also. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High.
One more time, huh?
For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness.
What's the perishing of foolishness, man? The world. All right. Being the next nigga, every nigga want to be the next rapper. All right. Want to go double and triple plastic and shit, man. We ain't trying to do that shit, bro. We ain't trying to, like my man Soulja Slim said, we ain't trying to put together the next Pokemon album, man. We trying to get the hell up out of here. Okay? We trying to get the hell up out of Babylon, man. All right? Being the next, Jake want to be on the next top model. That's the foolishness of this world, man. All right, we trying to bear our cross, do the work, and get the hell up out of here. Keep going. I'll read it again. It's like
1 Corinthians 1:18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto them which are saved, it is the power of the Most High.
Yeah, it's the power of the Most High, man. Now jump to 1 Corinthians 6 and 14 and 15. Going into the cross. What are parts of the cross? All right. First is perishing foolishness. All right. Let's see what else it says.
1 Corinthians chapter 6. Let's start at 13.
You start at 13 down to 15.
Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but the Most High shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. And the Most High have both raised up the Lord, and will also raise up us by his own power. Know ye not that your bodies are the members of a Mashiach? Shall I then take the members of Mashiach and make them the members of an harlot? The Most High forbid. What? Know ye not that they which is joined unto a harlot is one body? For two saith he shall be one flesh. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. What?
Right, which is ultimately going into the keeping of the commandments, man. All right, living right, man. Doing what is required of you. All right, in the truth, and when you leave the camp and the brothers, man, still operating and functioning in this world. All right, in a incognito way, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. What? Know ye not that your own body is the temple of the Holy Spirit which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own?
Hey, break it down. I'm going to get this other one real fast.
Okay. So basically, man, we're in this truth. We don't belong to ourselves. We were bought with a price. So when you look at it like that, we're really property of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You have to understand the role of a master and a slave. We're really slaves to the Lord. And that's why the scriptures call us prisoners of hope. We're prisoners of that expectation. But I just want to get this real quick because in that Luke, Salaki, in that 1 Corinthians 1:18, it says, for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. And that them that perish is that same word, apollumi, that goes into loss, being set, declared for destruction. The people that are destined to be put to death, they look at this as foolishness. But to us, it's everlasting life, man. There's nothing better to do with your time to serve the Lord. There's nothing better to do as an Israelite man than put off the ways of this world, because this world is rapidly being destroyed. We can clearly see it.
I think it's right here.
I had a quick one. If you didn't, well, it's not that quick. I don't know if you had one.
Hey, go ahead. Whatever you got. I'm trying to look for the other one real fast.
It's St. Luke chapter 9, verse 23. And he said unto them all, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. He says, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. So if you lose your life in this world, you're going to gain your Yahushai, which is everlasting life, man. Being able to rule over the heathen, being free from sin. We're never going to sin ever again. Right now, we're just Judges 5 and 11 mode. We're just rehearsing the righteous acts. But in the kingdom, we're going to be completely perfect, man. We're rehearsing perfection right now, basically.
Yeah. Now, ultimately, get Colossians 1 and 19 and read down to 29. Ultimately, this is going to tell you what the cross is, man. It's the head, but this is ultimately going to tell you what the cross is.
You want me to get it?
Yeah.
Whoever got it can get it.
It's Colossians chapter 1, verse 19. It says, for it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell, and having made peace through the blood of his cross, by him to reconcile all things unto himself. By him, I say, whether they be things in earth or things in heaven, and you that were sometimes alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked works, yet now had he reconciled in the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled.
There you go. If you continue in the faith, because we know many that have not continued in the faith, man. They ain't continuing to bear their cross. Go ahead.
And if ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel, which ye have heard, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, whereof I, Paul, am made a minister, who now rejoice in my sufferings for you, and fill up that which is behind of the afflictions of the Mashiach in my flesh for his body's sake, which is the church.
Right. This is the part of the cross, man. This is part of the suffering. Bearing this cross of Yahweh Shai comes with suffering too, man. All right, go ahead. I come with preaching, which that's why I said the cross ultimately symbolizes preaching of the word of Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah,
which
minister.
comes with suffering, comes with heartache, pain sometimes, man. All right, loss, bearing loss, man. Go ahead.
Whereof I am made a minister, a servant. That's why we call servants. According what servants do, they work, they suffer, they put their work in, bro. A servant he works for his master. It says, according to the dispensation of our power, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of our power.
God.
Even the mysteries which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, to whom our power will make known what is the riches of the glory of the mystery among the Gentiles, which is the Mashiach in you, the hope of glory, whom we preach, there you go, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, preaching and teaching the cross, that we may present every man perfect in the Mashiach Yahushua. Whereunto I also labor, there go to laboring, striving according to his working, which working in me mightily, man.
Yeah, man. That's a part of your cross, man. Ultimately, it's preaching, suffering, teaching every man, all right?
Yep.
Which is not hard, man.
Yep.
Many want to find excuses and make this thing of ours hard, and it's really not hard, man. It's repetitious, all right? That's why the Lord calls it a labor of love, man. Yeah. You labor in something that you love. And you see these cats on these cats on the TV, all right, 225, 250 pounds, colliding their bodies for over a fucking pigskin football. That's a labor of love, man. You know, dribbling, grueling workouts to play some b-ball. That's a labor of love. How much more the word, man? Because like I said, we're coming into a season now where it's starting to get real cold outside. We're gonna be out there. You know, what you thought I was gonna tell you we're gonna be inside? No, we're gonna be out there, man. Preaching and teaching, all right, bearing our cross, doing the things that we need to do. And when it gets back warm, we're gonna be out there too. Super hot, we're gonna be out there, man. This is a part of it. This is what we signed up for. This is a part of the contract, man. Because the Lord ultimately laid down the contract to his men, all right? When you follow me, hey, this was gonna happen. Remember, I once told you this. He keeps constantly telling us this in the scriptures, man. All right? And we have a full understanding of what it takes, man, and what happens. Ultimately, persecution. We understand that, man. All right. Y'all brothers had anything else?
Real quick. Sentence out. Listen, you got it out.
Just
dealing with the simplicity. Go ahead, you got it out.
You had called for this earlier. It's right in.
Oh yeah, get that Moses, man. The Moses.
I read it. I read it out.
Huh?
The one in Hebrews 11.
The one you had brought out earlier about Moses.
Yeah, I read it. I finished it.
Okay.
But this Matthew, you had called for this earlier. This it's a beautiful one. This is Matthew 7:13. It says, "Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it."
Right. Right, because when you following the person, you following them right on right behind them, or you follow them on the side. You're not following them way over here, way across town, way feet apart from them, man. You following up on them, and whatever they're going through, you gonna go through, man. All right. And many guys that come in His Word or have a small idea of His Word, they want to follow the Lord in a broad way, which is all wrong, man. All right. That broad way comes with correction. It comes with sound understanding of sound doctrine, persecution, affliction. All right. Ultimately suffering. You gotta endure all that, man. When you're following somebody or you're on the trail, let's say you're a soldier, because we are compared to being soldiers in His Word. When you're a soldier, you gotta go through mud, rivers, all type of different terrain. Ultimately, to get to your extraction point or your goal, man. Same thing, but you don't follow. You don't have a platoon of men that spread all fall out. And why? Because why? Somebody gonna get captured, man. Somebody gonna get put to death that way, man. Sheep always follow the shepherd in a close, tight-knit group, because why? They have the Lord tells us too, man. You have grievous, ravenous wolves out here, man, seeking to devour the sheep. You see it all the time. You watch National Geographic, man. All of the one who always slipping, always in the back of the pack, always doing his own thing. What happens to him, man? With the lions, they devour his ass, man. So the same thing with us. You gotta follow the Lord through the straight gate, man. A narrow path. All right. Which gonna have, when we understand this thing, that's the bitterness of this thing, man. You're going to go through different obstacles, different things gonna pop up in your life. All right. Something might happen to you, man. But you got to keep going. Let's say the Lord put you in a car wreck. You got to keep going out there. Like, Lord give you some type of bad health problem. Can't give up, man. That's a better story, man. When that story be told about you in the kingdom, they'll say, even though he endured this thorn in his flesh, this affliction, he kept going, man. Your story might be better than mine, man. Better than this brother, better than that brother, man. Shit, better than apostles. If you continue. But the scriptures tell you, man, if you don't continue, you fall off. You leave off from following Yahushua. Hey, man, you should be mocked. You should be mocked, and you should be talked about, man. You should have your head lowly to the ground, man, because you fell off. Your brother had anything?
Yeah, Con, I had something. I don't know if you guys wanted to say something, huh?
No, you good. I was going to bring up 2nd Ezra 7, but
I kind of said it in a way.
Right. Well, I mean, and the following of the Lord is easy. The straight way is the simple way, man, because it's the way that's opposite of the world. Because with the world, it's forever changing, man. That straight gate is what's before you. You know what's before you. That terrain is before you. I'm dealing with the mud, the suffering, and this and this. If I could just get through it is a recompense for it. But for the world, there's nothing to recompense you but the ways of the world, which is debt, man. This 1 Corinthians 1:10.
I want to say one thing too, because in a wide way, when there's obstacles and tough terrain and boulders and different ditches there, you can go around that shit. There's nothing hard about a broad way, man.
Yeah.
But the straight way is narrow. You have to go through it.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's simple. That's the simplicity of it. You gotta go that way.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
It's
You know
easy,
you gotta do it, man.
Yeah, it's all part of
not
the
easy,
Lord.
but
What you about to
Yeah,
say?
it's not easy, but it's simple in knowing. Because this Wisdom of Solomon 1:1, it says love righteousness, because we know we gotta walk in the ways of righteousness. And it's required that we go the straight way to get to it. It says, love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of the heart seek him, man. So we know we're seeking him and going through that straight gate, we loving righteousness, man. So whatever wounds we gotta take or be wounded with, or stripes we gotta get hit for righteousness' sake, we with it because we know what the latter end on gonna serve us up. But this was the point, 1 Corinthians 1:9. It says, but we had the sentence of debt in ourselves. So when you're in the world, you got the sentence of debt in yourself, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God, which raiseth the dead, who delivered us from so great a debt, and doeth deliver, in whom we trust that he will yet deliver us, man. Yeah, so while we in the straight, and we had that debt, we passed over from death to life, and as we walking in the life, all right, we know that the Lord gonna yet deliver us, man. It says that he delivered us from so great a debt, and do it deliver, meaning he's doing it right now, and whom we trust that he will yet deliver us in the latter end, man.
Yeah, that's ultimately talking about physically, man. He's gonna physically deliver us, man. All right, Yahweh Shah is gonna physically get his mint. All right, he should save his people. Going into Matthew 1:21, man. He's gonna do it, man. It's written in his name itself. All right, and that's going to happen physically, man. He's gonna deliver us. All right, with the ultimately with his own hands, man. All right, he was coming via the chariots. All right, the Lord's gonna do that, man. Let me see something. All right, I'm gonna go back up because I didn't want to forget the brother. What that brother name is? You can see him, Mama Wide, back at the top. You might have to put it up there for him too.
The brother that asked for the contact info.
Yeah. What the brother? Well, yeah, I can't even see it on here anymore. What the brother name is?
Adrian Collins.
Adrian Collins. If Adrian Collins, if you still on here, man, we bring it out every Saturday on Cadell and Carondelet, by the Kids Foot Locker that's on the corner. We bring it out for we get there to around 5:15 or so. Like I said, every Saturday, rain, sleep, or snow, we'll be right there. We'll be on Canal, literally by the the name of that jury store.
No, if it's raining, we by the jury store that's on Canal Street, and if the weather permits, we right in a cheap place.
Right next to the Foot Locker, next to the regular
jury store, right next to the Foot Locker with an awning on it. But we should be all right this weekend. So, like I said, if you serious, man, I see you had put on here. I think something about the West Bank.
West Wego,
my bad. Yeah, West Wego. Yeah, just come out there this weekend, man. And like I said, we on the internet, so we can't really converse. Give you nothing like that on the internet. So if you on here, like I said, just come out. Okay, yeah, just come out this weekend, man, or whatever. Just come out this weekend, and we'll go from there. Because a lot of times we got to see Jake serious, man. Jake be not saying you, but Jake, we did it in the past. Gave Jake info, and Jake don't show up and stuff. So just come out, man. I said we there at 5:15. Anything else you brothers got before I got? I'm checking the comment board.
No, the point made. I'm good. I got off everything out. I unloaded everything.
All right. Yeah, so with that, man, we hope that was edifying. Until next time, we'll give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
honors to the elders, apostles, priests, and blessings, salutations once again to the hopeful elect. All right, until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.